Hi everybody, my name is Sydney and I'm currently working as a registered dietitian. I am very excited to be able to present the paper that I wrote while I was in graduate school at Bradley University in Peoria, Illinois. This was my thesis research project that I did in collaboration with Dr. Teresa and Dr. Rachel Vollmer. The title of this paper is Perceptions of Cooking Education Among High School Students. I was really interested in exploring the topic of cooking education because I knew how important it is in promoting a healthful diet. And as we know, with our fast-paced society, less people are cooking in the home and more people are eating out. Fast food restaurants, more convenient, right? So nutrition and health education seems to put an emphasis on teaching us what to do and what to eat while neglecting to teach us how to do it. So many Americans know what they should be consuming, but may not be able to implement this healthy diet due to barriers such as an inability to cook or a lack of confidence in cooking skills. So classroom-based cooking education has been in existence since the 1900s as part of home economics. Unfortunately though, due to widespread elimination of school-based cooking programs, fewer Americans are learning to cook in schools compared to the 1950s. Home economics teachers have been interviewed in a previous study to understand their perceptions of cooking education in schools. However, the voices of high school students themselves had yet to be heard until I did my research project. So the goal of my study was to understand high school students' perceptions of cooking education and how these perceptions may differ between students in high schools that have cooking classes and students in high schools that do not have cooking classes. We did 11 focus groups with 71 participants total. 6 of the focus groups were done at high schools that had cooking classes offered, and we called these the cooking schools. And then 5 focus groups were done at high schools without cooking classes. These were called the non-cooking schools. The focus group questions were designed to solicit information about their attitudes towards cooking education, both inside and outside of the classroom. And some examples of questions were, tell me about your experiences learning how to cook, and what would you like to learn how to cook? And there were several themes that were common among both the cooking schools and the non-cooking schools. And one of those was that they agreed on what they liked and disliked about cooking. So they both disliked that cooking can take time and you have to clean up afterwards. They both liked that cooking can be fun and allows for experimentation and can be a mental release. Another common theme that was found between both groups was they had a mutual interest in learning to cook cultural cuisines and also how to make healthy food taste delicious. Both groups also felt there was a lack of trust from family when it came to cooking inside the home, and both groups deemed cooking to be a life skill. So there were some themes that were unique to just the non-cooking school students, and that was that there was a lack of confidence in cooking skills and limited cooking experience among these students. When asked what they would want to learn in a cooking class, these students were less interested in learning about nutrition and more interested in learning about basic cooking techniques. They wanted quick and easy recipes, knife skills, they wanted the cultural foods, and they wanted to learn about baking. This group felt that cooking classes should not be required in high schools. The themes that were unique to the cooking school students was that they had enhanced skills through cooking classes and also showed overall confidence and sense of accomplishment. So these students discussed not only the cooking skills they gained, but some other skills outside of cooking skills, such as teamwork, time management, problem solving, customer service, communication skills. So these students, they agreed that cooking classes should not be required in high schools, but they thought they should at least be offered and be an option for students. So the results from this study indicate that high school students really value cooking education, but they have different experiences learning to cook at school versus learning to cook at home. The school setting really promoted more hands-on learning where the students could experiment with recipes and try new foods that they may not have tried at home for fear of not liking them and wasting the resources. While both the non-cooking schools and the cooking school students reported having some degree of home-based cooking education, the two groups did not have the same level of confidence in their cooking abilities. the cooking school students felt more independent and confident in the kitchen. The results of this study can be helpful for the marketability of high school cooking classes because the students provided a lot of great insight and ideas of what they would want from a cooking class. School cooking classes really have the potential to promote success in other academic subjects because of the utilization of math, sciences, and global perspectives. In order for these benefits to really reach more students, cooking classes should be offered in all high schools. Unfortunately, we know that there can be lack of sufficient funds, facilities, or shortage of FCS teachers, and so some schools might not have the option or ability to offer cooking classes on campus. So if standalone cooking classes are not possible, it would still be advantageous to integrate simple recipes into some core academic subjects where you might be doing measuring, mixing, cutting, or using small electric appliances. And that way the students can still learn some of these really important life skills. Well, that sums up my paper. I just want to end by saying I am really grateful to receive this award, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you so much.